second lesson.
Okay, so how did that go?
That went well. Yeah, I can pick out keys, I can open the door.
Fabulous, fabulous. Now, I will be checking your hand position for your open door, but for right now, and I'll be checking your keys. For right now, let's move on to something else. And we're going to look in this book. And this is the Adult Piano Adventures by Randall and Nancy Faber. And I think it's the best book out there right now. So basically, this is the 1-beat note, 2-beat notes, 3-beat, and a 4. And I can explain about the dot, what makes it 3 beats on a different lesson. Right now, we're just going to accept that, and you probably are pretty well aware of that as well. Now, I would like to say, on our first piece in this book, we're going to be just using black keys. So you're going to line up your hands like the little picture at the top shows you. So this is your left hand, and if you remember, finger 2 on the 3 black keys. And in the right hand, finger 2 and 3 on the 2 black keys. Excellent. Now, Jonathan, you want them closer together. There you go. The reason we're doing black keys is just to refine down what kind of concepts you're going to focus on. And in this case, it's just going to be finger numbers, because it's kind of new to you to think of those numbers, and the rhythm.
Okay.
Okay, so on page 11, when the stems are pointing up, away from the note heads, that's your right hand always. When the stems are pointing down, away from the note heads, that's your left hand. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a beat. And when you see this note here, let's play the left hand finger 2. Other hand. It's okay. Try it once more. You're going to go 2, ready, go. 2, 2. And we hold it for 2 beats like that, you see?
Okay.
What I want you to do right now is say the finger numbers only and try playing it. Let's give it a try. Take your time and start when you're ready.
2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2,
2, 2, 3, and then 2, 3. 2, 3, 3 beats.
2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2,
2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that was very, very well done. So your focusing is just on the fingers and the rhythm, and you did a good job of curving. I can tell you have been doing that exercise. What I want to do now is take a quick peek over here, and this is the musical alphabet. And remember last lesson I told you how there's 7 different letters in music. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And so they are advising you to use your finger 2 and just play them. A, B, C, D, and sing it. So you hear them, and then I like to say sing it. Let's try that. Now, it does say right hand. Doesn't really matter, but okay, go ahead. A, B, C,
D, E, F,
G, 2.
G, F, E, D, C,
B, A, 2. Okay, excellent. Now let's look on page 13 over here. Now we're looking at playing a chord. And a chord is whenever you have 2 notes or more at the same time. These are very simple chords, and they're going to be just 2 notes. Do you see? When you have 2 notes together, 2 note heads shared on one stem, that means you play them at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. So let's just try the first line. And we're going to, this time we're not on the black keys. So we're just going to name the letters this time.
Okay.
Okay, ready? Oh, when you get to the C and the E, you don't have to name them.
Okay.
That would be a little difficult. Okay, ready? Go. E, D, C, D, E. 2. D, 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 2. E, 2. Very good. Okay, I want you to play this every day. All of these pages, just maybe a couple of times. They're not challenging for you at all. But the other one, as I said, focuses on the numbers. This is focusing on the letters. Now, if you'll notice that when you were playing these notes, I'm going to play for you. I'm going to copy what you did. You see how it had that sound, which makes it sound a little bit stiff, right? Mm-hmm. And that's very common. When beginners are playing over here, we have some repeating notes. So your hand gets used to lifting. On the piano, you have to let go to repeat a key. But when you're playing the E, D, C, nothing is repeating. So we would like to try to join it. See how much nicer that sounds?
Yeah.
So there's a little exercise I like to use for that. And for the little kids, I call it wiggle worm, since you're interested in those names. I'll show you in the left hand. So we put the fingers on the same position again as open door. And we start with our thumb again, like I said last lesson. And we go, wiggle, wiggle, worm. And the whole focus is not to let go of that before you play the next key, but to have them sort of moving like a teeter-totter. One's going down while the other's going up. And so on, and you do it on each finger. Let's try the left hand.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to put you back in position. Remember, finger 5 is going to go on which note for the open door? Yes, and that's the same position we're going to use. Okay, starting with finger 1. Look at how beautifully your fingers curved. Excellent. Keep going. Yeah, and you got a nice strong bridge. Beautiful. And then we'll end by just playing from the pinky back to the thumb, one note at a time. There you are. Now let's just try the beginning of this tune and see if that feels easier to join. There you go. Did it feel easier?
It did, yeah.
So that joining sound is called legato in music, to play it nice and smooth.
All right, maybe should we wrap up there?
Okay, let's wrap up there.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you for guiding that.